If you get a funny feeling, you should probably trust it.
You know who these people are in your life because thinking about them immediately puts you in a bad mood.
I dated a fat ass art for the better part of 2 years because she would self-harm if I made any attempt to distance myself from the relationship.
3 years erased.
She had submitted a tip that I was making and selling child porn. That's your life now.
Oh man, oh my dad. Thank you, God, for letting me off this easy. Thank you.
The idea that all people are inherently good and just suffering some sort of psychological malady or under a lot of pressure or psychological trauma, or usually they're just bad people. They're just people who are not fully realized, people who are not, just not grown up, okay? And a lot of the time it's just malicious, selfish people. The concept of thinking about life from somebody else's perspective is completely alien and not something they're at all interested in doing. This is people who are flagrantly a net negative, people who are like an energy sponge, abusive in ways there'll never be something that you can point to and go, that is abusive. You know who these people are in your life because thinking about them immediately puts you in a bad mood, stresses you out, whatever.
Chances are a lot of these people, their families are totally fried, dysfunctional, drug addict. Parents who smoke weed is the most insane thing. It's the most insane thing. There's so many people who are just completely just sludge people who've been molested. Even on the not the crazy end, but on like the regular end of what happens in dysfunctional families. Like you live in a small house and you have people yelling all the time. Like that does more damage. That does so much damage. This kid was like one of the darkest people in the planet, and I would always wonder, like, how do people get that? How do people get that toasted? How do they get so crispy toasted? One day he told me about his like screwed up home life, how he lived in a not like a log cabin, but like a ass like wood building, like one step above a trailer park. He like lived above the stairs directly from his parents, and they didn't have a banister, so it was a stairwell that you could just like fucking dip off the side. The one like revealing vulnerable moment of any sort of humanity that I sensed from this guy was he was talking about how every night when he was trying to sleep, he would hear the sound of his parents, their weed bubbler. A lot of the time when you are trying to figure out what's going on with people's political opinions, I think a good amount of the time this stuff is like driven by trauma and people replacing their father with police or like Trump. Like Trump is very much like a daddy that you hate. It's like it's never enough. They just keep wanting more and more to satisfy this like pathological like daddy complex that they have.
You're not going to talk to this person and magically have them go, oh, what was I thinking? I treated them so badly. Oh boy, I better change my act. That's not going to happen. And that's an ego trip right there, because you think to yourself, man, if I could get so-and-so to readjust the way they treat people, it would be like really big, because basically they'd be doing it for me. So they'd be sort of changing their whole personality to stay with me because of how cool I am. Not gonna happen. You're not cool enough to make that happen. Wise up and get them the out of your life. When it's time to say goodbye, bye-bye to these people, don't make it into a big thing. Okay? Don't even make it into a thing. You don't need to go to them and say, look, man, I think you're a really cool person or whatever, but it's time we went our separate ways, man. Okay, you're not going to be a badass for writing a really scorching email. Okay, the only thing they're going to have is something that they can screen cap and show other people to show how unhinged you are. And it'll set them off, and they'll take it personally, and they'll do something to put gum in your hair. Okay, these are not the types of things you want to be getting into, right? Sometimes you'll do that, and nothing will come of it. Usually, you'll just get an answer back that's equally insane. That's 2 pages long, and that'll be it. But sometimes you'll have people you know, who decide to show up outside your house or call your work or whatever it may be.
The stuff you don't say, you won't regret it, which is the opposite of what movies teach you. Silly Billy books like Catcher in the Rye teach you, which is you're always going to regret not telling her.
You could very well regret telling her something.
You're going to regret. I swear to God, you're going to regret telling her tomorrow. Not even in 20 years. You're going to regret. You're going to regret it. Bad. You're going to get a call from the police. You're going to get a call from the police because of what you said tomorrow.
She had submitted a tip that I was making and selling child pornography. There's the old video of me talking about the FBI coming.
At 2 p.m., I'm going to be interviewed by the FBI, and I don't know why, and this is not a joke. Now, I was planning on making a funny, silly video when the FBI was here. I was going to write killer on my forehead and probably something on my chest like I did it, and then a swastika. But, you know, at the end of the day, I decided it might not be a good idea, you know, messing with the feds like that. So I think I'm going to keep it kosher.
I assumed that it was because of the How to Bomb book title or because the website had a cursor that was a crosshair of Obama or something, but I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I'm going to punk the FBI on video. This is going to be so funny. I'm going to have a hidden camera rolling, and I'm going to clown the FBI. This is going to be so funny. So I roll up to the FBI place, and they're like, do you have any contact with children? And I'm like, instantly, like the most fear I've ever felt, and like yo, I'm going to clown the FBI. This is going to be awesome. I'm like, oh man, call my dad. I didn't understand what they meant though. They meant like, are you talking to children? Oh, I make YouTube videos. They're like, so what kind of YouTube videos?
Oh my God.
Like fucking, I'm making like child YouTube videos or something? Well, I mean, I talk to fans sometimes.
Oh my God.
If you date a girl and she flips and goes psycho and f***s up your social circle at your small school that you go to, I want you to do this. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for letting me off this easy. Now, what your reaction might be, you might be like, oh, this said what? I'm going to text all my friends and I'm going to start up a whole thing.
No.
Dude, you realize who you're going to war with? You're going to war with someone who lives for that. That's the reason why she's saying like that, is because she wants you to be obsessively texting and typing and defending yourself and going, what, she's totally crazy, I don't do that, I don't do that. That's what she wants. That will only escalate things further. You go like this. Thank you, God, for letting me off this easy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know why? Because you're not in prison. That's why. Because you did not end up going to jail, being questioned by the authorities, having to pay for a lawyer. You got off so fucking easy. If she had decided to like hold on, like that was like a fuck you. Like that was like, yeah, there's this guy saying hi to me, fuck you, into the phone, fuck you, and that was the last of it. If she had decided to hold on, like to keep this grudge going, I'm sure she could have gotten me thrown in jail or hired a hitman or something. Like who knows what kind of nightmare I'd be living in right now. 1 in 100 is not going to be satisfied with sullying your reputation. What they're going to want is your complete destruction as a human being. And they're pretty good at it. And newsflash, society will give them the benefit of the doubt every time. It's not hard to tell. It's not like rocket science, okay? Because they look like this. Hey, I thought that maybe we could hang out sometime. You're really cool. That's what they look like. So be careful when you see that.
My recommendation is to turn away immediately. Don't even entertain thinking about it. I would recommend that everybody just trust their intuition. You know what intuition is?
Oh, yeah.
It's the feeling, it's an indescribable feeling that it's so deep, and it's the reason why it's so hard to access in concrete terms, the reason why it's so hard to sort of penetrate and see what the inner workings are is because it's like fundamentally critical to your survival. And if you were to start questioning it or dismantling it or examining it, it wouldn't work anymore. So if you get a funny feeling, you should probably trust it.
I dated a fat ass art for the better part of 2 years because she would self-harm if I made any attempt to distance myself from the relationship.
Yeah!
I've been there.
Yeah!
It got so bad that she herself on several occasions when I was with a female friend she didn't like / trust. Hit me up, I'll fix you. I'll fix you right up.
I wish I had a cutter, bitch. I'll protect you. From what? From me.
From my bad side.
When I broke up with her the first time, she called and messaged me while saying how much she still loved me, begging for me to come back, whilst also continuing to make suicidal gestures.
So she sounds
She was
loyal.
sending them videos doing this.
Me.
She was saying, this will be me. I love you.
Whoever sent this in, I think the problem might be with you.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like you have a loyal, peachy sweetie.
Yeah, what is life just perfect for you? And so
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with the fact that I could be responsible for someone's suicide, so I got back with her for a further 3 months.
That's life.
That is life.
Deal with that. Okay?
Yeah.
You can be responsible for someone's suicide. And I have been.
Eventually, I found the nerve to leave her when things continued to get worse. After enduring several months of continued pressure to get back with her / depression messages, she let up. On Saturday night, caught up with some friends at a bar, my girlfriend goes into the toilet and finds my name written all over the walls. Calling me a rapist, an abuser, an alcoholic, etc.
We got pictures of that.
I attach pictures of this, but I ask if you choose to talk about this, blur my middle and last name. We might.
Don't blur the name.
We're not going to blur the
Because
name.
I believe the girl in this story.
Later in the night, my ex's sister was there, and at the top of her lungs, she screamed that I was a rapist in front of about maybe 50 people.
Woo!
Yesterday, I went to the police and filed a report, but of course, they can't do much.
Waste of time.
No doubt there's more to come.
Oh, yeah.
James.
But the way you time travel as a man is when you're 22, when you're 17, when you're 24, you just fuck around a lot. And before you know it, you'll be 30, you'll be 40, you'll have nothing. By 4 years, I thought I would have learned more by now. Shack up with your high school or college girlfriend. You definitely want to live with her and tie yourself to her financially and spend a lot of time worrying about her feelings. And if you're a good enough boyfriend. I love you. I love you. What's going on? That's you, stupid. 3 years erased. That's time you'll never get.
That's your life now. You are now living on that timeline. There's no going back. Life, okay, the world is a bit like a woman. Emotional, hysterical, flighty, temperamental, borderline abusive. David Deida's book, The Way of the Superior Man. Life and women are like an ocean. I'll get lower here. You want me lower? Life, women like an ocean. A man like a ship, okay? And women testing you, that's the storm. You have to remain steadfast through the storm, okay?
The nature of life is femininity. It's chaos. It's things that are out of your control, constantly just perpetually shifting and threatening to overtake your ship, your life. You as a man, you're a ship that's at sea going from one point to another, and that's what is meant by strength typically when I use it in the positive sense, is like just being able to weather a storm. Well, that's what holding frame is. Holding frame is you don't flinch when you're presented with a challenge. You just continue to act the same way that you were acting before you were presented with a challenge. It's vital that you find a way to do that. Some guys get there through promiscuity, through just raw experience. It's also important to know that type of experience is going to weather you. It's not free experience. It's experience that you're gonna pay for, and you might not like the price that you pay.
You will have some scars for sure doing it.
But when you're dealing with somebody who is a constantly detonating hand grenade
in your life, that is no longer a person. That is an object. You're dealing with an object, and you have to deal with this object in the most beneficial way to you possible. And that is typically by just slowly becoming a ghost. That's it.
I was given a very excellent piece of advice by my stepmother, who said, you can never unsay something.
You'll almost never regret not saying something. There's like 4 times when that's not true, and you'll know it. Usually, you're not going to regret not saying something, so don't say something.
You can always say it. Like, I could always just go, Zach, I'm gay and I'm in love with